Have you ever faced a frustrating runtime exception while working on your Android app? If so, you're not alone. Today, we're diving into a common issue with ViewModels and Dagger 2. And I promise you, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to fix it. I totally get it. You spend hours coding, and then boom, an unexpected error pops up. It's enough to make anyone want to pull their hair out. But don't worry, we're here to tackle this together. Here's the specific situation we're addressing. One user asked, I have a ViewModel class, but when I run my app, I get a runtime exception. Should I not be injecting the ViewModel? Is there a way to tell the ViewModel provider to use Dagger to create the model? Sound familiar? Let's break it down. So what's going on here? The error message indicates that the ViewModel is trying to be instantiated without a zero-argument constructor. This is a common issue when using dependency injection with ViewModels. Let's explore how to resolve this. And stick around. I have a crucial tip at the end that will help you avoid this issue in the future. To resolve the runtime exception, the user should first ensure that the ViewModel is being created correctly with Dagger. This involves setting up a ViewModel factory that uses Dagger to provide the ViewModel instance. Next, the user should modify their activity to use this custom ViewModel factory when obtaining the ViewModel instance. This ensures that Dagger provides the necessary dependencies. Additionally, the user should ensure that Dagger is properly set up in their application. This includes creating a component that provides the ViewModel factory and injecting it into the activity. Finally, the user should check that the Dagger module provides the necessary dependencies for the ViewModel. This is crucial for avoiding runtime exceptions related to missing dependencies. Fun fact, did you know that the concept of ViewModels was inspired by the model view ViewModel pattern? It's a great way to separate your UI from your business logic. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach suggested by a user is to use a default constructor for your ViewModel. This allows you to inject dependencies similarly to how you would in activities. They provide an example where the ViewModel uses Dagger to inject dependencies directly in the constructor. The user also shares the necessary Dagger component and module setup. The component defines the inject method for the ViewModel, while the module binds the dependency implementation. That wraps up that answer. Let's move on to another one. This user points out that the ViewModel cannot be injected directly because the default ViewModel provider factory requires a no-argument constructor. Since your dispatch activity model has a parameter in its constructor, you'll need to create a custom factory to handle the injection. The user emphasizes that dependency injection is meant to avoid using the new operator directly. Since the ViewModel provider already uses a static factory pattern, if you don't need a custom factory, you don't need to inject one. Let's check out another perspective from a different user. One alternative solution comes from a user who suggests using the Dagger ViewModel library. This library allows for injecting ViewModels in a Dagger-like manner, while also specifying the ViewModel's scope. With this approach, you can use an annotation to declare your ViewModel, like this, @inject_ViewModel, use activity scope equals true. This simplifies the setup process. Additionally, you only need to set up a module for generating fully dependency-injected ViewModels. After that, you can easily inject them using a method call. The user notes that this library is their own creation, but they believe it will be beneficial for anyone facing similar issues. That's it for that answer. Let's take a look at another one. An alternative approach suggests creating a custom ViewModel factory to handle dependency injection for your ViewModel. The default factory assumes a zero-argument constructor, which can lead to runtime exceptions. By using a custom factory, you can inject your API class without boilerplate code. This user also mentions that you can easily add runtime parameters to your ViewModel instances. This allows for more flexibility when creating view models based on user input or other dynamic data. That's it for that response. Let's explore another one. An alternative solution involves creating a custom delegate for the view model in your fragment. This allows you to inject the view model using Dagger 2. The user defines a method that provides the view model and uses a Lambda function to create it. The user also shows how to set up a Dagger component and module to provide the view model dependencies. This ensures that the view model can be created with the necessary parameters. Here's the tip I promised. Always use a custom view model factory when working with Dagger. This will save you from many headaches down the road. And there you have it. You should now be able to resolve that pesky runtime exception. Remember, using a custom view model factory is key. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips, and don't forget to check out our other videos for more Android development insights.